What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Me, I'm in my zone, focused on my own growth. I be water walking through these streets like sailboat. Me, I be the compass as I lead and guide my people. I'm a father, I'm friend with a couple guns legal. You not that smart, quit the bull. Yes, I'm seeing right through you. I be talking to the spirits, but best believe it's not voodoo. Yeah, I know you think you him, but in my head, I'm like who you? I'm a legend, I'm a beast, I'm the rose that grew through concrete. Let's keep it going. Keep it pushing as I lay back. Curtains drawn like I'm in a Maybach. Me, I'm so unique, I'm like needle in the haystack. Catching money, dodging fame. I sticking over while stacking racks. Go, I hammer pop your shit, but don't be mad when I clap back. Let's keep it going. Yeah, let's go.
Me in the jungle, hit a rumble. Caught a couple touchdowns and I had a couple fumbles. Look at me, now I recovered. This is mind over matter. Keep it pushing when I stumble. Long way from home to gather wisdom and stay humble. Eyes wide shut, this me. This is dawn to me, vessel crumble. I return.
Respect, welcome back. All right, now, let me go ahead and do this right quick. Let me go ahead and drop this bad boy. You know what I'm saying, for my homie. I got you right here, bruh. We right here. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. Go ahead, pull up on me. Let's go ahead and smoke on with your boy. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, while we waiting on my mans to come through, let me go ahead and get this right here. Let me one sec. Let me one second. One second. All right, so back. So while we going ahead, listen. What I want to do is I want to talk about something that, as a parent, is this is a tough call because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually listening to both sides of this. I'm listening to both sides, and this right here to me is, I believe, a very stereotypical story that goes on a lot more than we know. And the communities out here of people, it happens. All right. So respect. Welcome back to another episode of Smitty's Corner, aka Lighthouse _ 301. Let's go ahead and do this right here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull this video up. Because you know how we do. I ain't even gonna hold you. So what we're gonna be listening to is, hold on, where is it at? There we go. Recap. This young man was thrown off the side of the car by his mama. Sounds horrible. Let's listen. Let's just go through this video.
I hop on the side of the car and she starts speeding all around. She was like, "Don't worry about it. After tomorrow, you won't be here tomorrow."
He went flying off and she...
One second. Let me go ahead and make sure I introduce folks. Right, let's go ahead.
And I don't give a fuck, and that's what it is. Everybody getting shot. If you was working in there that day, you getting shot. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. So you could keep, like I said, keep playing with me. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me.
God dang it. Hold on. Oh, okay. So yeah, my bad. I my bad. I was on mute. OG, when you come off mute, cool. So shout out to my man OG Do Dirty in the building. Y'all make sure that y'all go over there and subscribe to OG Do Dirty. You know what I'm saying? Also subscribe to the porch, man, because that's where my man Do Dirty be as well with him and Tom. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, brothers, and I appreciate you for stopping through. Yeah. All right. So what we listening to was this. This is a dope ass little who's right. Okay. We're gonna listen to the son. Now we know the saying. They be acting like we don't care about the kids because, when they plead and cry out, nobody believes them. But OG, you know something else that we also have in the community that's being said? Believe all women. So this is a battle of the children versus believe all women. Let's go ahead and push play. We just going to kick back and OG. Most of this, we going to be kind of just smoking and chilling and just cooling it for this beautiful Sunday until you got to go ahead and go. But let's go ahead and push this video and listen to this. We're starting off with the son story. Then we're going to get to the mother story. And all I want to know is, who do you side with and why?
Your child could have got killed, and then you would be being charged with.
Let me go ahead and fast forward. Let me fast forward. Here we go.
I don't got it. He's right there. Okay. Hey, man, what's going on?
I get into an argument with my mom, right?
Okay.
And we sitting there arguing in the house. And then she tried to leave. So I'm like, let me get in the car. Like, let's have an actual sit down conversation.
Okay.
So I hop on the car. I hop on the side of the car. And she starts speeding all around.
Where did this happen?
It happened on Talbot. We say on 630 Talbot. She pulled out of Talbot. And she pulled all the way down here. And she knew what she was doing. She whipped it real hard so that I flew off the car.
You were on the outside of the car?
Yeah.
Were you on the hood?
No, I was like, hold it.
Now, quick disclaimer for the audience. This young man is 16 years old. And I'm not going to lie. The way they're able to truly articulate what happens and everything, it just reminds me of us back in day. Like, it just takes me back to how much you were able to express what's going on in your life. So let's listen to what Junior has to say. Or son, should I say.
See the car, it's over there. I was holding on to the side parts right there. And she whipped it real hard and threw me off the car. I know, she literally just whipped it super hard. She knew what she was doing.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
Just stay here. We got EMS coming for you, okay? What hurts?
Sit down. No, I gotta go.
We got EMS coming for you.
Bro.
Hey, OG, I swear, if I ever see this young blood Instagram and it's full with a whole bunch of gangbangs, shoot them up, slide on the ops, I don't want to hear nothing, because it'd be amazing how real life does bring out exactly who they are in them. It'll bring it right on out of you. All of that faking and fronting, it brings right up out of you. You want your mama, you want your daddy, whatever it may be, grandma, whoever it may be. What you got for that real quick, OG?
Oh yeah, man. I ain't gonna disagree with you. Am I good coming through?
Yeah. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, because I'm in town now, bro. I gotta go back to the mountains. But so I'm trying to figure out, why was he on the hood?
Let's go ahead and go. We're going to just listen. Let's go ahead and listen. Let's rock out.
If y'all saw how hard she turned, bro.
What were you guys fighting about?
We were arguing. Okay, I went to Cascade Park, right?
Okay.
She told me, as I was on the bus on the way to Cascade Park, that I could not go to Cascade Park.
Okay.
So I told her, I said she was going to have to wait an hour for the next bus until I could get home, or she was going to have to come and get me. She said, all right, that's cool.
Okay.
She called me an hour later. I told her I'm in Cascade Village waiting on the bus.
Okay.
She said, how you in Cascade Village waiting on the bus? I said, because the bus didn't come yet. She said, no, you got to leave right now. I'm on my way to come and get you. I said, all right, bet. I said, all right, bet, that's cool. She came and got me. She waited till we got home, and then she just started screaming.
Okay.
So, and then all of that. I told her, this is something my therapist told me. She said, if we're having an argument and you can't do it at that moment, go tell your mother to come back. I asked her, can I come back to the conversation, and walk away. I said that to her. I told her that. I said, I cannot do this conversation. Can I please come back?
I'm sorry. The hand clapping, that's all mama. He raised by mama. Let's go.
She said no and followed me around. and followed me around the house.
Okay.
And then we was in the house. We were in the house. She started screaming. She said I wouldn't give about her if she died. That's when I got mad.
Okay.
And I just started screaming back.
Okay.
She got the video on my phone of me screaming. Like, I will admit, I screamed, I was yelling, all of that. But then, no, we was downstairs, and she was like, don't worry about it. After tomorrow, you won't be here tomorrow.
Okay.
So I told her, I said, if I'm going to not be here tomorrow and you're going to kick me out again, then I just won't be here. I'll disappear on you.
Okay.
And she was like, I know you will. That's what you're good for.
So then she got in the car?
No. I called her, huh?
That it?
He was on the outside of a car.
She was like, no, I called her. I was like, Mom, like, am I going to be gone? Like, are you kicking me out? She did not answer. She just hung up.
Hey, OG, let me ask you this down south real quick. Is that a like normal thing? Because over here where we are, you are not allowed to put your child out at no damn 16. I don't care how mad you are. Have you ever known that to have friends growing up who actually were put out by their parents at like 15, 16, 14, 17 and all of that?
12, yes, sir.
Wow. Talk about it briefly. Go ahead.
I'm having a problem with this right here, bro, because they involvement. I'm hearing a lot of trigger words and a lot of correction that is not done by the parent, that is done by society, and I'm not liking that type of stuff. This is the reason, bro, why I strapped up and didn't have kids, because I seen my brothers and my cousins and everybody else in my life get their life dictated around how they motherfucking how the government want them to treat them sorry ass kids. This nigga said that nigga, his mama told him to do something, and he was arguing back, and his therapist told him, oh, so your therapist you need to be living with your goddamn therapist, nigga. That's what you need to be living with. Yeah. This be throwing me off, fam. I couldn't do that shit. Nigga, call a therapist. Tell my mama therapist said something. Nigga, what?
Now watch this. This is why I wanted to pull this up, because it's so, I think this is a very controversial. Who do you really go with? Now we're listening to him. We're going to give Junior a nice little bit of, we're going to let him say what he got to say, but then we're going to listen to what Mom has to say. And I want to know what anybody has to say as far as a parent, whether you think she's right or wrong. Let's go.
So then I started following her. I was like, are you going to kick me out? That's all I want to know. If you're going to kick me out, say that so I can leave. She didn't want to answer the question. I said, all right, then. So I followed her to the car. She hurried up and locked
Shout out to AC.
the door.
Okay.
So I I started banging on the window. I said, just open the door. And then I started banging on the window.
On the passenger side?
On the passenger side window.
Okay.
She started her car up. I said, all right, bet, watch this. And I hopped on the side of the car. And then we got right there to that light, right there at Lover's Lane. We got to the Lover's Lane light. And I got off the car, banged on the window again.
So you're standing on the ground.
Yeah.
You're banging on the window.
Yeah.
And then?
She didn't want to open the door.
Okay.
And she tried to speed off again. Like, my feet is under her car. And she tried to speed off again. So I hurried up and grabbed on the car because I knew my feet was on
Facts.
the car. And I hurried up and grabbed onto the car so my feet didn't get smudged.
Okay.
Are you gonna want to go to the hospital?
No, I'm cooling. I just need somebody to check this out. She was like, no, we get right here. I'm holding on to the car. I'm holding on to the car like this.
You want him to go to the hospital?
I'm chilling.
We'll talk to Mom, but probably he got thrown off the car. Mom's the other part.
They don't feel like nothing broken though.
Okay.
It was like, I was going like 45.
That's
She was
very fast.
Huh?
That's too fast.
Yeah, she was going right here.
So you grabbed the side when she went to go take off. Then what happened?
And then she pulled out. She turned real quick right here, tried to throw me off the car again. As soon as she pulled right there, she like you heard the car go.
Was it on the roadway or in the parking lot?
It was right here. It was literally in the middle of the street.
I saw you laying on the street here.
It was in the middle, like right here.
So she tried to like flip a U-E almost?
No, she turned into this street, but hard. Like she hit it hard.
Okay.
But I didn't fully kick it in. Like it's a hole in the wall from me kicking the door. That's the only hole in the wall. I didn't smash anything in the house. I punched.
OG, pay attention to everything Junior. Audience, everybody listening, pay attention to what Junior's saying, because what I find fascinating is Mom and Junior's story coincide. Whose side do you agree with?
She's saying that you were having a violent episode before all this stuff happened. She was trying to get away from you.
No, she wasn't. She chased me in my room. She chased me to my room.
Okay.
And said, we're going to have a conversation because I'm an adult and I can talk to you guys like I want. That's exactly what she said.
So you're at odds with her, and she's your mom, and you can't make the decision yourself. So we can have them take you out of the hospital. So,
hey, Devontae, come over here. Devontae. Yo, I'm not playing with you. Come over here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey,
I'm not going to the hospital.
Okay.
I'm not going to the hospital. I can't go to the hospital. That's where my brother. I'm not going to that hospital.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Relax. Relax.
No, I'm not going to the hospital.
Devontae, relax. Hey, right now, this is what's gonna happen.
I'm not going to the hospital. I'm not going to the hospital.
Let me explain.
You can heal it right now. I'm not going to the hospital.
Hey, listen.
Listen.
Devontae.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's take the hospital out of it for a moment, okay? I'm gonna have you take a seat in our cruiser. Let's see what's going on with mom. You're not in trouble, but you were 16 and I cannot have you walk away, okay? Take the hospital out of the picture right now.
Hey, Smith,
okay?
if you're saying something, you muted.
Come on. You want your window down? No, I'm gonna put it up front for right now.
My bad. What'd you say? I ain't say nothing, OG.
Okay, I thought you was. Oh, okay. That was probably my internet connection going in and out, bro. I thought you were saying something.
I ain't say nothing because listen. Now, mind you, this is the only video I got. This is like a nice little. I like you being here. I want to make sure we kind of like just get the okay. So we're getting past the part. This is where Junior said what he said. So we heard his side, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to take a very, very small commercial break only for the purposes of because I'm getting ready to let mom's side play out, right? But real quick, OG, what do you think about what Junior said? So do you hear anything as maybe an uncle, a father, or an elder, a OG, of course? Do you hear any like, nah, he could be just being deceptive? Do you hear a child that actually is going through abuse? What is your reading of this if you were to be a personnel on that scene, not to call you a police?
I don't see that now. I see him fucking up. That's what I see.
Okay. So you see he one of them. Okay.
Oh, yeah. He one of them niggas, bro, that cry about the shit that he do, fam. You need to stop doing the shit that you're doing. Because you're not doing, you listen to everybody else and not listen to the person who's taking care of you. This nigga has no respect for his parent.
No respect for the parent?
No, none. He has none.
This
most
is
of the stuff he wasn't doing.
Hold on, OG, because you know what I'm saying. Chop talking about some. Shout out to Chop. He said this is mama doing. Treating as the man. So now he older. He acting as if he is the man of the house. Okay. Now let's go ahead. This is what we're gonna do. OG, this is just for you, sir. This quick commercial break before we listen to what mama has to say is brought to you by the day that OG took Smitty fishing.
Skills around the corner. Walking on the fighting side of me.
That don't look like it.
It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
Okay. That won't happen again next time, OG. I'm going to get my own boat. Shout out to the family. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and listen to this part. OG, are you there? You ready?
Yeah, I'm in there with you. Go ahead.
All right, bet. Let's go ahead. So now we're going to listen to mama's side. Now let's listen to what the mother has to say about everything that's taking place and what her side is. And let's see what you all and who you agree with.
Okay. Did you see what happened?
He's my kid.
Oh, okay. So you
you
were saying
happened.
okay. So you were saying on the side of your car.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
I've let him do whatever he wanted since he got out of the psychiatric facility. He's been in the wheelbase everywhere. He ain't from out.
Okay.
Let's start there. And so I let him do everything that he wanted to do because it ain't nothing I can't stop him from doing. Because I can't let him tell him he has to leave because he lives there. I can't not tell him he can't come in. Because y'all have told him that, not you specifically, but y'all have told him that multiple times. Today, I told him, he got off of school, I got out of work, I called him, he said, hey mom, I was just about to text you, I'm gonna go to the park. I said, no, you're never stay this week, you come home. I go pick the baby up from Barberton, check his location, he's not at home, he's somewhere he ain't got no business in. So I called him, I said, didn't I tell you to come home? Well, I told you the bus didn't come for an hour. So I know how the bus works, blah, blah, blah. I get him home, he go upstairs, I said, no, we about to talk about this. Not even on no screaming on. I have cameras in my house. I can verify everything. I tell him we're about to talk about this. So he's like, I'm like, you don't get to do whatever you want because people have told you you can do whatever you want. I'm your mom. Like, this is what And I say in my home, if you don't like it, then go somewhere else. But you're not going to do whatever you want. You're not going to. And so he got upset because I made the statement to him. I said, tomorrow's payday. I have videos, more than an hour worth of a video of him ranting and raving and running through the house, talking to himself. I have 3 other children besides him. He wasn't allowed back in the house with Adrian because they were scared of him. And now he's literally running around saying that he's scared of me being in the home. He's scared to leave to go to Job Corps because I'm going to kill his siblings. They have fathers who will tell you very differently who I am. So today, I say, you know what? He's been going through the house for like an hour and a half. I'm going to get up. I'm going to take the baby because I don't know what's going to happen. I removed any weapons in the home. They're in my purse. I removed any weapons. I said, I'm going to just go to my ex's house for a little bit, maybe stay the night to try to defuse everything. I get up to walk out the house. He calls me. And I answer the phone. He said, so just answer this question. You about to send me away? You about to send me away? And I said, I'm done talking. We've been arguing for like 3 hours. I'm done talking. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. He going to calm down. I'll be back. So he follows me down the steps. I get out the house. He tries to jump in the car. I locked the door because my side was the only one open. I put the baby in the car, went back in the house, left my keys. I tried to literally back out the car like quick enough so he could just fall in the grass. Oh no, he didn't. That didn't stop. So he literally proceeded to stay on my car.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. Hold on 1 second. I almost forgot. Fair use, fair use, fair use. Give me 1 second, you guys. Let me just go ahead and hit this real quick. Bow. Let me go ahead. Bow. I apologize, YouTube. I know I'm on probation.
I live on top of it right here. We hit the corner, turn this way. He was still on top of the car. I hit this light. I pulled a camera up. He jumped down and proceeded to bang on my window like he was about to literally smash my window. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to turn this way. I said, I'm going to turn. He jumped back on the car. I got down here. Now at this point, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm trying to get him off my car because you're doing the most. Like, so yeah, I hit this corner. Hard as heck. He fell off the car.
Okay, while we go through this commercial, OG, if you were in that circumstance at that moment, I mean, what you doing? As we get right back to what Mama talking about.
I would have just did what my mama told me to fuck to do.
I like that. I like that. Let's go and get back to the video. Let's get back to the video so we can get through this, and then we can talk about it briefly about both sides and what we think about it. Let's go.
It's not just you two in the car. Sorry, I walked up late. There was another child in the car.
Yeah, I'm a 3-year-old. Yes.
Okay. Have you told his dad yet or anything? I don't know.
His father is deceased. Okay. I've been going through this.
Okay, ACOG. You just heard that? Okay. All right. So dad is deceased. And we don't know if that's his fault. It could have been a freak accident, anything. It could have been health issues, anything. Okay. So dad's not around, not because he's a deadbeat, because he's not living physically. Let's rock out.
For years. This isn't the first time. This isn't the last.
He said he's supposed to be on meds, but he's not taking them.
So you're his mom, and he's not old enough, but we're at a predicament where you guys were at odds in this house.
I know. This is where I'm always stuck at. When he kicked my door in, I have a hole in my living room wall right now because he kicked my door in, but I wasn't allowed to tell him he wasn't allowed to come home.
You remember OG when he even said in his part that he was kicking and he put a hole in the wall? Remember he said that himself?
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's go. So you see how it coincides. Everything coincides.
He literally just told me, I'm allowed to finally work from home after a year of being at First Energy. And he literally told me he was about to go downstairs and smash my computers that my job just gave me yesterday. And smash every camera in the house.
What has the doctor said about all that? It's like, has this kind of behavior happened before, prior to? Okay, what did they say?
You can pull police reports on it.
What did they say?
He has a problem with it.
Hold on.
How to pull cameras out and start recording.
I got you. Go ahead. Yeah, this really honestly sounds like an overwhelmed mother. But go ahead, OG.
Who the fuck this police officer think he is trying to conduct business on the side of the road? Nigga, you don't have no authority to do none of that shit. Nigga, do your goddamn job, nigga. Your job is not there, bro, to try to resolve a problem which you can't resolve. You're not a judge. You're not his therapist. You can't do nothing but enforce the law. What is he doing?
You know what it is that the police have said, OG, and you can respond to this before I push play, that They have been trying their best to be more interactive with the community. They've been trying to be a little more therapeutic and sympathetic with the community so that Black folks don't always say, I got to run from you because I'm scared of you. That's why. It's a real thing. So it's a tactic that police are trying to implicate to not have the community be as fearful of them, whether they're Black or white. Just so you know, that's where it's coming from.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't believe that either. They need to go ahead. What they need to do is they need to send them up. If you're a police officer and you want to be in a de-escalation tactics, you want to be in therapy tactics, I need to see a degree with that, Playboy. I need to have a special unit that pops out when shit like this happen, because you got the paperwork to prove what you can do and what you can handle. At this point, sir, I don't know what you making the decision in sound mind from your brain, nigga, and I don't know if you capable of doing it right now because you're not even listening to the situation. The woman is telling you, the woman is telling you what the hell is the boy done done, and why the hell she going through it with the nigga, right? We already know the cause of the problem. He ain't got a father around. That's cool. She a single parent mother. She got a 3-year-old. Add that into a grown ass nigga walking around the house. Okay. We got to give some type of leeway when it comes to something. It sounds like she ain't doing too much. She ain't said nothing or did too much, nothing wrong. She told the nigga ass you don't supposed to be.
No. Hey, OG, I ain't so it's starting to come out, ladies and gentlemen. So again, when I say which side, like I ain't going front. This is honestly a circumstance where I'm like, can we really fault mom? But let's just listen further. Let's keep going because it gets a little bit deeper. Let's go.
I never leave when I tell anybody anything.
Like she's banging on it like before she even goes in and jumps on it and watch.
This is at this corner right here.
She's showing it.
The paramedic said he doesn't need to be seen because he was in the middle of the street rolling around.
I'm going to advise him though that.
Now, OG, from this point on, the main thing I'm gonna put you on mute because of the little back feedback. I got you. The main thing I want you to listen to, and everybody else listening to this at this point, is: did the system fail? I've heard a lot of stories about folks who put restraining orders out. I'm talking about grown ass men, things of that nature, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And somehow or another, they didn't get the protection that they needed. They didn't get the services that is needed, considering we are tax-paying citizens. Now, from this point, let's listen.
He needs to start taking meds. He needs to start getting his act together.
That's why we told him to just stay off of it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we see this a lot where there's nothing you can do right this minute. We will give you as many resources as we can. We'll try and figure out what we can do today.
We went through Dan Street. We went through everything, and I was being very
Dan Street won't take him, unfortunately.
I know that. I know.
And I'm sure you're tired of going to picking him up at Children's.
I can't pick him up. I got to sit there.
You got to sit there
for 12 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure you're tired of that because that's a huge waste of your time. And
I have 3 other.
So we'll try and figure out what we can do. But I'm going to let him know, like, this has got to stop because once he turns 18. He's not your problem anymore. You can be like, you got to go. So if he wants to stay in your good graces and have resources and a home to come to in the next year and a half, 2 years, he's got to get his act together. So just hang tight for me for a minute, okay?
What's your relationship in this?
Boyfriend.
Okay. You stay with her?
No, I stay right on the border.
Is this your child? Or is this her?
This is hers. Dad, though. Yeah. Okay. I know where they live and everything. If I don't know.
That's her child, though, right?
Yeah, she said she was coming to my house. But she was acting crazy with me. I thought he was going to be cool this time. He got out. It seemed like he was doing all right.
We are gardeners.
Bump. Let's go ahead and get past this real quick. I apologize. Let's get right back to the show. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 2:03 p.m. East Coast Standard Time.
All right, go ahead and put your hands on your head for me, okay?
They're right there.
What am I getting arrested for? Well,
now they're arresting the mom, OG.
Explain it all to you.
I have never been to jail in my life. Are you serious?
We'll talk about it, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in a court of law. Listen, do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I came outside and he literally proceeded to chase me to my car and start banging on the windows to try to get in the car because I would not answer a question.
Okay.
And then I proceeded to drive down the driveway.
Okay.
He hung onto my car.
Okay.
I told him to get off. I screamed like 15 times to get off of my car.
Okay.
So I turned the corner. He proceeded to not get down. He got down at the corner.
At which corner?
At that corner. It's on video on my phone.
The light?
Yes.
The lovers?
Yes.
Okay.
He got off of my car and then proceeded to bang on the windows, and I tried to drive off because the car wasn't there. And he jumped back on. I just showed him on my phone.
Okay. How fast do you think you're going from lovers down to here?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know.
Okay. Would you say over 30?
I don't know.
Going fast? Going slow? I mean, were you going like 5? And then you turn the corner trying to
No,
get
I
him
was
up?
not
I mean,
going 5. I cannot give you an exact answer because I was not moving.
okay, so you were moving, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what you're going to be charged with is domestic violence, endangering children,
and
probably vehicular. Because here's the thing.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. So here's the thing. Your mom, okay? Is that a smart decision to pull off going extremely fast?
I've called the police 15, 20, 30 times about all of this.
Did you call us today?
No, I didn't. I tried to leave.
Okay.
And y'all know what y'all tell me when y'all come?
You live right on the corner, right?
No, I don't. That's not my house. I live 3 houses down on the left side.
Okay.
Like, this is like my siblings have been scared to be in the house
And
with
I
him.
understand that, but here's the thing. Driving down Arlington, if you called us, or even if you sat in your car until he got there, or you put down the street, the fact he's on your car, you acknowledge he's on your car, you fly down Arlington and whip it down there, there's witnesses that saw it.
Do you know what happens when I call y'all?
Listen.
Y'all tell me that it doesn't matter what he does in my house. I can't tell him he can't come because he's my kid. Y'all tell him that I can't say that he can't come in because he lives there. He can destroy anything in my house that he wants. I work a corporate job.
Listen.
I have 4 kids.
What happens if you would have turned there and he would have fell off that and got hit by a car?
Why did he think of that when he jumped on my car? Where's the
Why didn't you
consequence for
think of
that?
that when you flew down Arlington and turned?
Because there was a person on my car trying to break my windows
child,
in.
Ma'am, your child.
Right. Yes, it was. But what does that mean when he jumps on my car? I'm not even trying to be insane.
I got you. Nah. I was waiting for you.
Yeah, man, tie her ass. She making again, bro. She's making sound decisions. I understand that she's trying to go by the law, but again,
right.
If this young nigga is putting her in harm's way and she trying to get so what the fuck? So do parents supposed to sit there and let their kids do something to them, bro?
That's why it's so tough. That's why I said this is a
It
tough
ain't-
call. No. I'm talking about like society wise. We know what it is, my G. We know.
Bro, these niggas is soft. They just like the officer. Oh, well, you can't do this. What you mean, man? Look at her, man. That's exactly why they ain't got cheering, bro. Because nigga, again, bro, I ain't gonna be able to. Man, let me leave that alone, bro.
I ain't mad at you, OG. I'm not mad at you, sir. Listen, bruh. When I was listening to the Youngblood, I was like, man, it is a lot of abuse going on. You know what I'm saying? Look, Chop even hopped in at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Dad, bop, everything else, which is understandable because we all have a certain view automatically in perspective that may come into play. But I can't even front, bro. I got to listening to her talking. I'm like, she's like, I had him in therapy. I did that. Like once you hear I went down the list, it's like, you know, let's keep on listening.
I've been begging y'all for help.
Okay.
Begging.
Listen, I understand you're not getting
I've been
help.
begging y'all for help for years.
I understand you're not
just
getting
got out
help.
of a psychiatric
But
facility.
the decision you made tonight was not a smart one. Your child could have got killed, and then you would be being charged with.
But out of all of those decisions, officers, how many of the other ones did she just tell you was the best decision? She just went down the list of the best decisions possible. And you're all right.
I understand you're frustrated. Call us. I know.
Y'all tell me y'all can't do nothing.
What you say, OG?
She really didn't go down the list of really nothing. What she did was inferred that she believes that she's put her son in danger because he could have been killed or hurt if he would have fell up off that car a certain way and got ran over or something. So that's what she's charging her with. She's charging her on a pre notion that something was going to happen. Again, if she has video of
Basically
the
a
nigga,
conspiracy.
Yes, especially if she has video of the nigga rolling down in the ground, he's not hurt. He's scraping his own self up. He didn't get hurt falling off the car. Yeah, he was hanging on to a car. But again, if I tell you I'm gonna leave and you hop on my car, do I supposed to just stop? Especially if you're trying to. What if somebody is threatening you, trying to hit you, and you drive off and they jump on your car? If you stop the car and then they break their window and they hit you, then what? It don't make sense, bro.
She turned young dude into a check baby, and no, she reaping consequences. Okay.
I can't see none of that. Well, who's saying this stuff, bro?
Chop saying it. I don't know, Chop. If you want to come up, I don't know, because it is Sunday. I don't know. Chop may be in church. Let's go ahead and push play on this because I gotta hit my alarm.
It can't be in church. Can't be in church talking like that. He blaming every. Is that a woman or a man who's saying that? Chop?
No. That's my homie. Like you, my homie. OG. That's my homie. Chop, bro. That's my
okay. I was about to say, bro. You let me know, fam, because you know how I get.
Nah. You good? No. That's
man,
folks.
I'm about to listen in, brother. I'm about to listen in, bro. I just made it back to the crib. Let me get to my computer, bro. I'm gonna listen in, fam.
Go ahead. I'm playing the rest of it out. Hey, I appreciate you. Let's go.
The police report. I believe you because yes, he is your child. You have to let him in your house. Yes, he damages things in your house, and there's nothing permanently that we can do. However, driving down Arlington at a fast rate of speed and flying down a side street and whipping your kid off your car is not a smart decision. Okay? So tonight, that's what you're going to jail for. So we're gonna have you take a seat in the back of this cruiser.
I'm about to lose everything.
Okay. You want to go ahead and hop in? Here's what I'll do.
I have to call my son's father.
All right, we'll let you make a phone call to your child's father so that he can come get the kid, okay?
Devon, I need you to get Josiah because I'm in the back of a cop car because of Devontae. I'm really about to lose everything.
Go in there and take it with a grain of salt. Just calm down and we'll figure it out, okay?
I'm literally going to lose my house and my kids.
No, you'll be fine. I'm sorry. It's okay.
I don't want to have anything on my record. I don't want anything to risk my kids. I've been trying to do everything since he got home, like sending them to Job Corps and everything.
But the thing is, you got to look at it. He's got.
That's why I wanted a lot of that to play. As far as her sending them to Job Corps and everything else, you see what I'm saying? I actually, it's crazy, right? So if you're a parent, we all know something called terrible twos. The terrible twos. Or if you're where my man Chop is from, it's called the terrible twos. Shout out to the fam. But nah, it's crazy, right? The terrible twos has nothing on. The terrible twos has nothing on that horrible 15, 16. And I don't mean horrible in like a bad way specifically, but that I'm going to poke my chest out and I'm going to figure out who I am. Yeah, I'm still under your roof, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to test these waters for myself, but I still need your guidance. And when I go out here to test these waters, although you told me not to, I'm going to call you for help. That's right. Oh, man. I'm going to call you for help. Go ahead and get this. My bad, y'all. Hold on now. So, yeah, I'm going to call you for help when everything goes bad. Now, what I also have at this point is I got the law on my side. You can't really tell me to do anything. You smell me now? It's absolutely wild. But let me go ahead and bring my homie up. Y'all already know what it is. Respect.
Roll the window up. Yo, can you hear me?
My bad. I was on mute. Yeah. Nah, you in there. You in
Okay.
there.
I got because I know what I'm saying in the chat. I can't really give clarity
Text,
to exactly what I'm trying to say, and
text.
I know it sounds a little throw it off, but so what first thing I said was hold on, let me go back to what I put first. Uh, this mama doing uh this is mama's doing treating
Mm-hmm.
him as a man, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's older, he's acting as if he's the man of the house. So a lot of times when the father is absent and then the son is in place at that early stage of life, she treat him
Mm-hmm.
as the man of the house.
Mm-hmm.
It seems cute at times. You tell the boy, you the man of the house now. You put him in different positions and places for him to play the role of the man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times women will do stuff and treat their kids and dress their kids as the man that they would like to be with, or the man that they are attracted to. You know what I'm saying? So now when that boy gets older, it becomes more of a thing. I don't look at you as my mama. I look at you as my woman. That Jody syndrome. You
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? That baby boy syndrome, where
Mm-hmm.
where the kid now grows up and he thinks he's your man. You see what I'm saying? So look at all the situations that he was doing. He was acting as if this was like a love quarrel. You hanging on the side of the car and all that stuff. You
Oh
know what I'm saying?
wow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you
You
talking
can
about the
you
son
walking.
husbands. You talking about son husbands.
Yeah, the son husband. You walking
Okay.
her behind her. Oh, you kicking me out? You gonna throw me out? You gonna throw me out? You know what I'm saying? So he's
Mm-hmm.
it's not a mother and son feel. It's more of a boyfriend type feel. And then I said she turned old boy into a check baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now what I mean by check baby is multiple different kinds. You had the baby, you got the babies that you want to keep with the you have a baby by a man, and then you put the man on child support because he don't want to be with you because he see you throw it
Right.
off. So now you put him on child support, you collect a check. But then you have other mothers who see that they can't control their kid, they get them help, and the first thing that they say is that, oh, the baby has a temperament or the child has a temperament problem. Let's put him on this type of medicine. Oh, he got ADHD or he got ADD. Let's put him on this medicine. So now you're
Mm-hmm.
collecting the check from that child. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you ain't putting the child on help to get him help, but ultimately you can't control him, so you're trying to medicate him. Now when he's medicated, he don't know how to control his self because he don't know himself. Remember, I was telling you about this the last time. That's why I don't put
Mm-hmm.
I ain't fall into that. Oh, your child got ADHD, ADD, and fall. I ain't fall for that because now when
Mm-hmm.
I put that child on medicine, when we take that child off of medicine, he don't know how to be himself. He don't know how to act. He can't control his emotions and stuff. He can't control his feelings. He can't. It's a lot of stuff that's growing up inside of him that he don't even know what's going on because the medicine had numbed that, and he didn't have nobody to show him how to navigate through different feelings and emotions and stuff. So when I noticed, she said, "Oh, he's off his medication. He's not taking his medication." That explains his temperament now. That explains why he's punching and kicking walls, why he's jumping on the side of your car. That explains a lot. When the child was doped up on medicine, you collecting that check, it was fine. But now that he's old enough to say he ain't taking this medicine no more, he can't control his feelings and his emotions. It's a problem. That's why I refer to him as a check baby, because What it sounds like to me is you put the boy on medication because you couldn't control him at first, and now you're reaping what you sowed.
Okay, so let me ask you this real quick, and OG, I know you're gonna get in there because you pulled up for a reason. Shout out, and you know we all family up here. So AC, when it comes to, I guess, her being put in handcuffs, do you agree with that segment? So considering what you just said,
Yeah, I don't agree with her putting that boy in danger like that and throwing yo
wow,
off the car. No, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. If anything, what she supposed to been what she been doing? Call the police and wait for the police to get there. What she and this is why I referred to it as now he's acting like that Jody syndrome. That's something you would do what we've seen it countless times where a man is holding on to the car and his girlfriend trying to leave him.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? So we see that a lot, you know, and that was just my take on it.
OG, what you got in response to what my man Chop just said? Shout out.
Look,
thank you for popping back up.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say this, and don't take this the wrong way. You know what I'm
No. Talk that shit. We all men up here.
Okay, but check this out. He ain't saying nothing wrong. Everything that he's saying is a fact. That stuff happens, right? I didn't seen it. He didn't seen it. So I can see everything that he's talking about. I just don't see it in this situation. The problem I have with the son husband shit, what they talk about on this YouTube stuff, bro, which is a farcity when it comes to certain, because these women ain't putting these kids in the right positions, right? When you say a son husband, you would think that she's giving him control over certain things. Obviously, she has control over everything. She just can't stop him from doing it because he's too big. He's not a little adolescent kid. So when he's punching the walls, he's kicking shit, he's fucking up stuff. Yeah, that's a mental problem that he has. But again, she's not putting him in no position. I ain't heard him say anything about him raising his little brothers and them, taking care of a household, doing all these stuff that they so-called make these son husbands do. This nigga was out and about, what was supposed to be at the house. But this nigga chose to go do what the hell he wanted to do, and his mama charged his ass up. Now, in the process of doing that, she put boundaries down on that nigga. From what I just got to hear, he said some fly shit. She was like, nigga, what nigga breaks? Make sure you get your ass home. And she tried to drive the fuck off. This nigga jumped on the car. Now, you can say that she wrong for driving down the street and all that, you know, society norms and all that shit. But again, this is where that softness for me come in. I would have jumped on my mama car, nigga. I'm pretty sure she would have did the same thing. Nigga swung that thing and stopped and slung me right up off that motherfucker. What your dumb ass doing jumping on the car?
Hey, Chop, what would Mama Absa done?
She just stopped the car and proceeded to whoop with me. She just put them hands on me. I ain't slinging you off nothing. I'm finna sling these rocks. I'm gonna hit you with a combo, and you gonna wish you never jumped on this daggone car. See, my mama talked with her hands first.
Known for choking a nigga out. You hear me?
Yeah, real talk.
I get what you're saying, bro. Like I said, I ain't saying that you all the way up. I just don't see it in this situation, bro. The problem I have with this whole thing is the cops, bro. They better than Jesus right now. They making decisions, bro, for everybody. One officer told her about the therapy. Nigga, is you a therapist? And then the chick, I don't know what she was thinking when the way she was talking. She talking to her as if a kid can't harm a kid that size can't harm a woman. That little boy would tear that woman up.
Nah, real talk.
I mean, she keep on telling her she the parent. You the parent. It's a young grown ass nigga right there.
And he off his meds, so he know he got the retarded strength going on. My bad. I ain't mean to say that. My bad. I ain't mean to say it like that.
No, you ain't wrong. That nigga can lift up a whole car engine right now. Stop playing.
Hold on, fellas, real quick. Shout out to Rogue. Type something in the chat for me, beloved. I just went on ahead and gave you a wrench. All right. And shout out to Mama Lisa, 5
Salute, Mama Lisa.
540 in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just went on ahead and gave y'all there we go. Yeah, just went on ahead and gave y'all wrenches. Go ahead and rock out, fellas. So I mean, but listen though. So again, AC,
Yeah, and
you're a parent,
that's why I
bro.
had to
Hey,
come up
bro.
here. That's why I had to
I
come up
know.
here and say
No,
what
I'm
I said
glad you
because
did. I'm glad you did.
it sounded thrown off when I was texting it, and you only get so many characters inside the
Right,
chat.
right.
So yeah, I ain't want to write no book in there. I try to break it down.
But my thing is this though. It's like where does the actual line be drawn for the actual parent? You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what I want to do is I just want to
Guys
like
don't know.
I want to reflect back on it just slightly briefly, right? I'm only going to play like 60 seconds of the son, 60 seconds of the mother. All right, just for those coming in the
Mhm.
building, let's go ahead and rock out.
About her if she died. That's when I got mad.
Okay.
And I just started screaming back.
Okay.
She got the video on my phone of me screaming. Like, I will admit, I screamed, I was yelling, all of that. But then, no, we was downstairs, and she was like, don't worry about it. After tomorrow, you won't be here tomorrow.
Okay.
So I told her, I said, if I'm going to not be here tomorrow, you're going to kick me out.
We're talking about who was wrong, what's going on as far as like did mom do too much, or is she really overwhelmed, and is the son doing too much?
Again, then I just won't be here. I'll disappear on her.
Okay.
And she was like, I know you will. That's what you're good for.
So then she went and got in the car?
No. I called her, huh?
He was on the outside of a car.
She was like, no, I called her. I was like, Mom, like, am I going to be gone? Like, are you kicking me out? She did not answer. She just hung up. Okay. So then I started following her. I was like, are you going to kick me out? That's all I want to know. If you're
All right, so that's him. This is mom.
Do whatever you want because people have told you can do whatever you want. I'm your mom. Like, this is what I say in my home. If you don't like it, then go somewhere else. But you're not going to do whatever you want here. You're not going to. And so he got upset. It's because I made the statement to him. I said, tomorrow's payday. I have videos, more than an hour worth of a video of him ranting and raving and running through the house, talking to himself. I have 3 other children besides him. He wasn't allowed back in the house with me because they were scared of him. And now he's literally running around saying that he's scared of me being in the home. He's scared to leave to go to job corps because I'm going to get sickness. They have fathers who will tell you very differently who I am. So today, I say, you know what? He's been going through the house for like an hour and a half. I'm going to get up. I'm going to take the baby because I don't know what's going to happen. I removed any weapons in the home. They're in my purse. I removed any weapons. I said, I'm going to just go to my ex's house for a little bit. Maybe stay the night to try to defuse everything. I get up to walk out the house. He calls me. And I answer the phone. He said, so look, just answer this question. You about to send me away? You about to send me away? And I said, I'm done talking. We've been arguing for like 3 hours. I'm done talking. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. We're going to calm down. I'll be back. So he follows me down the steps. I get out the house. He tries to jump in the car. I locked the door because my side was the only one open. I put the baby in the car, went back in the house, left my keys. I tried to literally back out the car like quick enough so he could just fall in the grass. And no, he didn't. That didn't stop. So he literally proceeded to stay on my car I live on top of it, right here. We hit the corner, turned this way, he was still on top of the car. I hit this light, I put a camera up, he jumped down and proceeded to bang on my window like he was about to literally smack.
So, mom was trying to get him off the car.
No, she
Son?
did. She so by her story, she stopped the car. This
Right.
nigga hopped off, continued to bang on the window because he wasn't getting satisfied because she wasn't doing what he was asking her to do or answering his questions because he entitled now. You know what I'm saying? The system didn't let him know. You know what I'm saying? Your words matter. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to listen to your parents. You can do what the hell you want to do. And she proceeded to drive off again, and this nigga jumped back on the car. So that's what she about to say. He jumped back on the car after he hopped off and kept on hitting the window. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is the part that's throwing me off because there's no accountability, right? For a person, bro, who's trying to not harm this little nigga.
No, wait. I love that word. So between you and AC, right now, you start off, OG. AC, I want you to answer next. That is beautiful. You said that, brother. Should minors be held to the same accountability as adults? Because you're talking about accountability. The only time I hear that is with grown ass folks, bro.
Why do
See
you only
that?
hear it with grown folks? Everybody should be a kid can be held accountable, bro.
No. Listen, I'm just asking. This is for the audience. I'm
Okay.
not persuaded. Yeah. This is just you all's view. You know what I'm saying, for the discussion. So, what's your view on that? Like, because there are people who believe that no, he's only 15, even though he did just rob a bank. Then he shouldn't be held to an adult standard, because that ours especially are held in court to, you know what I'm saying, adult charges, period. So that's why I'm asking that question, because you actually sparked my mind and got me thinking about something. So again, to rephrase the question, should minors, you know what I'm saying, be held to that same, when we say accountability, as basically adults? And when I say minors, I'm going to go from the age frame for people, I'm going to go from 15 to 17. 15 to 17.
My answer would be no. I'm not talking about holding them accountable to an adult. I'm talking about holding them accountable as a child.
Okay.
And for some reason, these police officers is treating him like an adult when he's a child, but they telling her that she's the parent and he's the child. It's not making sense to me.
Okay. What you got, AC? What you got, Chop?
Yeah, the like he said, both can't be two things at one time. You know what I'm saying? It can't be two things at once. You can't give a child free reign to do whatever he wants and then go back and tell him, oh, he's just a child. It doesn't compute with them. It's either one or the other. If he's gonna be a child, he's gonna be a child. And I hold my, like, when I talk to my child about different things and stuff like that, when she was getting in trouble and stuff, I'll tell her like, bro, you gonna be held accountable for your actions and your actions alone. Whatever they doing, the other kids is doing, they not my kids. So I can care less what they do. Only person I gotta worry about doing something is you. So if you're doing something, guess what? That falls on me. And how I'm raising you. This is why they always ask me when I get there, is this how she acts at home? Because they're trying to figure out if I'm allowing you to do this stuff in the house is the reason why you're doing it out here. And I'm telling them, I wish she would do this at home because I'll go upside the daggone head. Right. So she's only doing it here because she got free reign. She understands that I'm out of my mother and father's eyesight, and God is that now when I'm here, I got free reign. So what y'all need to do is y'all need to tell me before it gets to this point, so that when I get up here, I can get her back in line. But only thing I can do is hold her accountable for what she does. And this is why I tell her all the time, whatever you do, you're going to be held accountable for what you do. I don't care about nobody else, only what you do. So it's a way to hold kids accountable for their action. That's breaking down to them, this is your action. This is what you chose to do. Letting them recognize themselves. This is what I put myself into.
Okay. All right. I want us to listen one more time to what this mother said that she has done as far as trying to keep her son in check. All right. Like, because I've dealt with it. My daughter's 18 now, and man, I could remember like that. Like, she was almost damn near absent for a quick second as far as, I'm too busy, Dad. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know what I mean? So it wasn't to like no violent, extreme stuff like this, but I know what it's like when your child is trying to figure out and coming to the age of themselves I get that so much. But let's go ahead and listen. Let's listen to what mom really did for those, again, just coming in. Let's go. Let's recap real quick.
And start banging on the windows to try to get in the car because I would not answer a question.
Okay.
And then I proceeded to drive down the driveway.
Okay.
He hung onto my car.
Okay.
I told him to get off. I screamed like 15 times to get off of my car.
Okay.
So I turned the corner. He proceeded to not get down. He got down at the corner.
At which corner is
At
it?
that corner. It's on video on my phone.
The light?
Yes.
The lovers?
Yes.
Okay.
He got off of my car and then proceeded to bang on the windows, and I tried to drive off because the car wasn't there. And he jumped back on. I just showed him on my phone.
Okay. How fast do you think you were going from lovers down to here?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
Okay. Would you say over 30?
I don't know.
Going fast? Going slow? I mean, were you going like 5? And then you turn the corner trying
No,
to
I
get
was
off?
not going 5. I cannot.
Yes. And that is the number one question that is on the table. That's the number one question. Damn, so she going to jail now? So for those who may be coming in, once all of this is done, you can catch the recap and everything like that. But let's go ahead. We just, let's listen to this. Let's listen to what mom says that she's done. Mind you, she don't have no criminal record. She actually works a good professional career and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So this isn't like a ratchet chick. It's not. Okay? So let's go ahead and listen.
Okay, so you were moving, right? Okay. So what you're going to be charged with is domestic violence, endangering children, and probably vehicular. Because here's the thing. I understand. Yes, I am. So here's the thing.
They're charging her with vehicular manslaughter.
Yes, because she
Your
drove
mom,
away while
okay.
he was on the car.
Say it again.
Because she drove away while he was on the car. Again, they put it in a position as if it's a possibility, right? That he could have fell up off there, got hit by another car and all that. That's why they call it a vehicular manslaughter. But again, I don't think none of them charges. Well,
They're not gonna stick. They're not gonna stick.
No, I ain't gonna be able to say that because again, you're not talking about people with a sound mind like me, you, and Chop. You talking about somebody in the court system that's going to be going off of law. And that's basically what she's doing, right? She's trying to base it off of law. That's why the first thing she asked her was, you going over 30 miles per hour, reckless endangerment.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? She's following everything by the law. So that way she can lock her ass up. That's all things she's doing. That's why I said something's wrong with these goddamn cops. Because again, you got all this therapy knowledge, you got all this de-escalation knowledge, you got all this goddamn training, but you can't do an imperative investigation on what the hell just happened. That's the part that's throwing me off. Like I understand that this woman was in the wrong, right? I get that part, right? But again, when you can't control somebody else's doings, she stopped the car. Was she gonna go over there? Well, matter of fact, she can stop the car, go over there and do what me and Chop said, do like our mom was gonna do, choke us the hell out on the side of the road. That's what she could have did, but she didn't. But that's what that right there would have been endangerment of a child or abusing a child. Either way it go, they was gonna find something to stick her with.
Okay. What you got for that real quick before I push play, Chop? Just in case you want to get in there. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Pull off going extremely fast.
I've called the police 15, 20, 30 times about all of this.
Did you call us?
That's the part that gets me.
No, I didn't. I tried to leave.
Okay.
And y'all know what y'all tell me when y'all come?
You live right on the corner, right?
No, I don't. That's not my house. I live 3 houses down on the left side.
Okay.
Like, this is like my siblings have been scared to be in the house
And
with
I
them.
understand that, but here's the thing. Driving down Arlington, if you called us, or even if you sat in your car until he got there, or you put on the street, the fact he's on your car, you acknowledge he's on your car, you fly down Arlington and whip it down there, there's witnesses that saw it.
Do you know what happens when I call y'all?
Listen.
Y'all tell me that it doesn't matter what he does
Hey,
in
hold on,
my
pause
house.
it
I
real quick,
can't tell him he can't come.
Pause real quick. I gotta ask you and Chop a question. If she would have did what that officer did, if she would have did what the officer said, dude, what would have happened?
If she would have did what the officer
asked her to do,
probably listen. There are a lot of stories about children off in their parents and siblings. You got the one case about the one dude, I think in Chicago, with the locks in his hair, and he went in and slaughtered his mom and all of his siblings and stuff. So we don't know. The
No, we
fact
do.
is that in that moment, especially in this day and age, with mental health crisis being at an all-time high, it's so unpredictable, and it's a chance that I don't think that I would want to take, to be quite honest with you. It's like coming across a snake in Australia. 90% of them are venomous. Don't take your chance and think this one might not be. I'm staying
No,
away from
I'm
all of it.
Smitty. I'm talking about with the okay. So I'm not looking at the overall totality of the video. What I'm looking at is what the officer just told her verbatim. You should have stopped the car and called us. I'm asking, what would have solved? What would have
Exactly
happened?
what I just said. Nothing. 9 times out of 10, those are the very moments that possibly could have been something more traumatic, and they wouldn't be putting her in handcuffs, but possibly on a goddamn ambulance stretcher. We don't know. That was the point of why I said what I said, in case y'all didn't catch it. So my
No,
bad if it was long
I
drawn.
get what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the scenario with the officer. We know we know what would have happened.
Of course. I mean, of course, without said, right.
So what do you believe? Look, so I don't want to say what's on my brain. I really want to know what other people think about this, bro. Like seriously, if they would have followed what the officer said, stop the car, got on her phone and called the police, what would have happened?
Okay, so I mean, we got some comments. I mean, let's start there.
By the time,
Chop, what you
by
got?
the
What you
time
got?
the police, can you hear me?
Go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
rock out.
All right, yeah. So that's a good question. You know, is by the time the police would have got there, because we know police don't come for situations; they come after the situation happened to do their investigation. By the time they would have got there, that boy would have broke out. He'd have broke out the window. He probably would have broke the windshield, put a dent in
Right.
the car. You know what I'm saying? He'd have did it did or maybe, and then I don't even want to go that far. He probably would have slapped his mama. He probably would have put hands on his mama. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's that aggressive and he's doing that, then I don't put it past him. Going upside her head. It's probably why she was scared. It's probably why she was trying to get away from the boy. So we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We can only go off the stuff that we see. So given this situation, her calling the police, by the time they would have showed up, it probably would have been all bad. And the situation probably would have been worse than
Would
what
have
it
been
is
way
now.
worse, honestly, from what we're
Exactly.
seeing. So
For what we're
let's go
saying.
ahead and
Exactly.
listen, because again, I can't front. Listen, as a father, as a fellow parent, I'm not a mother, but I'm a parent, right? So,
Hmm.
and I'm listening. Not to mention, I once used to be a teenager. I ain't never done no shit like this. I don't have a
Boy, you ain't
juvenile.
crazy, and you ain't crazy enough to do no
I
stuff
ain't
like this.
never done nothing like this. Now, I never would even think to, but I'm just saying, I know what it's like to have that
Hey,
rebellious side, but not to this
before you
extent.
started,
Yeah.
real quick, because I just want to say this, and I just want people who are parents and not with teenage kids or even with teenage kids, just be careful on what type of medicine you decide to put your kids on, because you think that these doctors are giving you the right diagnosis when they say they got schizophrenia or depression or ADHD, ADD, blah blah blah. Just be careful of what type of medicine you're putting these kids on, because once they get on that medicine, you're now transforming your child to a whole nother person. And you can't just take kids off of medicine. You know what I'm saying? Once it get in their system, that stuff has to get winged off. You know what I'm saying? You can't just okay, oh, because you're acting good, and I see you're focused and you're not doing your stuff, let's go ahead and take you off your medicine because that causes problems. Withdrawal. Withdrawal is a major thing. And a kid that doesn't understand what withdrawal is, you could be messing the child up even more now. You know what I'm saying? So just be careful on what kind of medicine that you put your kids on and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to
That's all
say
I
this, AC. Now, I appreciate you saying that. That is definitely great awareness. The number one thing is this environment. Let me help y'all out real quick and elaborate on what AC was talking about briefly before we push play, because I love that you open up that window. All right, so people think that it's all about just like, not, and I'm not saying you're saying this, AC. This is to the audience and in general. People think it's all about the medication. People think it's all about therapy. The number one thing that we need to remember is the medication is to subside something that actually really took place. So, for example, they may put you on medication to try to subside a trauma that happened. All right. So then you may get, let me look at this real quick. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. And then you also may have people that will um be put on medication simply because the structure in which it is that they're trying to learn is not conducive. It's not the same. All kids don't learn the same. That's why they even have the test audio, visual, hands-on. So they'll say your child has ADHD. Your child really doesn't. They're just not in the proper position to go ahead and learn how they should. Let's go ahead and bring somebody up real quick. Ow. Mic check 1 2. Can you give me a mic check 1 2? Mic check 1 2. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
This here Mama Lisa.
Okay, much respect to you, Mama Lisa. Much respect to
How
you.
you young man doing? I'm enjoying y'all's conversation and carrying on.
Okay. Now I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let me finish my little part that I'm saying briefly, and then we'll go ahead and let you say what you have to say. I promise we'll get you in there. So, what it is that I'm speaking about specifically is we actually have had a lot of us who have been put on medication in a nutshell, who really didn't need to be put on medication. It's just that the function in which they actually learn was not the structured standard in which the typical school setting was designed. It had nothing to do with it was something wrong with you and you're slow. It's just that the format in which it is that they presented to you was not conducive to how it is that you received the information. That's all it was.
All right, I'm back.
And so now, yeah, you good. So now they got you on a whole bunch of medication. Now they got you going through therapy. Something's wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with you. It's just you learn different. And I don't think that it's anything wrong with that, considering the very same school system that we're talking about as a test of audio, visual, hands-on. Why do they have that test and then turn around and have everything be one-way structured and designed? Considering we know that Mama Lisa, you want to go ahead and get in there?
Yeah, now I'm not quite sure how to ask, so I'm just gonna say things like I see it. Is that okay?
No. You just come on up and speak your mind. That's what this platform is for.
Okay, now they put a lot of these children on that medication, like you were saying, and they don't need it, especially our children. You understand? They're different, and they just need some guidance and carry on. And a lot of time, these mothers, from what I see, they wait to try to train these kids, teach them, tell them things when they get 4 and 5 and 6 and 10 and 11. It's too late. You can start as lap babies, I ain't talking about whooping them, but when they do something, just tap your little hand They gonna learn right from wrong and carry on. But you can't let these children take over your house. And I see a lot of folks do that now, and they out of control. You know why? Because they don't let them get out of control. They think everything they do is cute and carry on when they're young, and it ain't cute.
Oh, okay.
And this medication ain't doing nothing but messing your children up. That's all it's doing. And they tell him, I ain't never heard. Now, I worked in the hospital for over 30 years and carrying on. I ain't never seen so much medication. I ain't work with children in there 4 and 5 years old, 6 and 7, putting on this medication, just acting out. They don't need that stuff. I wouldn't put my child on that stuff. Now, granted, some kids may have problems and need it, but not all. I ain't never seen so much in my life. These kids on medication. And this here word mental health, I'm a senior citizen and carrying on, so excuse me, young folks. But we never heard of that coming up.
You good?
Never heard of all this,
all
this medication and carrying on. You know what our medication was?
What was that?
That switch out there, that belt. That's what the medication was. And I was talking to this young man in the chat. He was talking. Me and a friend was talking. I'm kind of long winded. That's why I got to say what I'm gonna say and get on out here and get on down.
You got the floor. You got the floor, Mama. Go ahead. Get yours out.
This young man in the chat, narratives. I was speaking with him. And me and another friend on another channel, we talked in the background. We got each other's phone number and can. We were just talking about that. How a lot of time when the police stop you, I learned that in high school. You know, we had a thing called driver's ed. They teach us in high school. Now these children got to pay for the license. They said the first thing you do when the police stop you, you be as kind as you can. You know, I watch a lot of these police videos and it just makes my heart hurt. Because nowadays they ain't got no problem with socking these young women in the head too, dragging them. You're talking about your civil right. You know your rights. Your rights is to be kind to that officer and have everything you need when he stop you. I don't give them a reason. Don't give them a reason. But back now to the children. This medication is too much and it ain't doing nothing but messing them on later on. Never heard the word so much mental health and carrying on when we was growing up. This the system, and it's set up for us to fail. It's set up for that. You young men must understand that. And we got to be taking accountability for our own. Now, I don't have no children. I have one son, and he passed on.
Much respect.
You know,
may he be received in paradise.
It's just too much that I see too much. When my mother used to, now I hear give the talk. You white folk ain't got to get their children to talk, but every black man, every black mother, you must give your child a talk, especially your sons. It works. My mama used to tell us, if I don't whoop you, the police will. And guess what? The police ain't never whooped now one of us.
And you know something, Mama, real quick, you know what's so crazy? My father always even told me, he just passed away recently, and he said, you know why I'm so hard on you? I said, why? And I don't mean hard on me like abusive wise or nothing, just like would not.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he wouldn't let up, wouldn't let me slide, wouldn't let me slip. And the reason why he said, because you don't want to get out there and have the law and the judicial system have to go ahead and give you the punishment. You know, this little punk ass 2 weeks that you on right now that you can't go outside. You don't want that to be 2 years or 2 decades. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to implicate this in right now. And I want you to feel this, the way you looking out your window, that can be you in prison if I allow you to just go out and do what you want to do. I will never forget my father talking to me that day.
You had a good father. He talked to you like you're supposed to be taught. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get on down.
Okay.
Yes, I may be back later, but I'm gonna say this one thing.
You good, Mama?
The nicest story I ever heard from a black man. I used to work with him. We called him Big Al. He's about at least 6'2", 6'3". He told us a story when he turned 16, 15 or 16. He knew his job was to take the trash out every evening after supper. And so the one evening, said Mama told him he's in there watching sports. Al, now you know you got to take this trash out. He said, I'll take it out in a minute. He said he walking up the hall. He said he didn't know where that punch come. His daddy was taller than him. He said daddy laid him out and told him, Negro, that's my wife you talking to. I'm talking about his real daddy, not a stepdaddy. He saying you better do what she say when she say. He said his daddy did not play with him. He was raised by his daddy and his mama. When I say that, I mean his blood. You know what I'm saying? He said that ain't let him get away with nothing. He said that talk took him a long way in life to where he was, end up being a professional, a RN nurse and carrying on. We got to teach these children. And when I say we, I mean all of us.
Right.
When I see a child doing something wrong, you can't walk up to these teenagers and carry on talking crazy because nowadays they ain't got no kind of nothing in them to tell somebody like me. You old I beat your so and so. You know what I tell them when I see them something? But I got to get a word from the Lord because you can't just talk to any of them. You just can't. I say, baby, you're just too pretty. So, I tell a young lady, you're just too pretty to be acting and talking like that. I tell a young man, you drop something, they say they look around because they're taking some money. He say, what is it? I said, your plans, young man. If you pick them up, you look much better. Now I'm going to get on down from here on that note.
Thank you, Mama. All right, Mama.
And I appreciate y'all for letting me come up and talk and can on. I'm going to go back in the chat.
Mama, just make sure that you subscribe. You come up anytime.
I am subscribed. You come across my screen all the time. I be watching. I'm subscribed to your channel. I'm already subscribed.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, Smitty. I might need to get Mama over there, boy, because she cutting up. I like the way she talk.
It's channels like this. I be wishing more black folks, start, because this is nice. All that old hackle and foolish stuff. We get tired of looking at that. I do.
There we go. There we go. I appreciate you being one of the elders who actually came through with elder energy. Thank you for that. That.
All right then, Smitty. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go back down in the chat. I might be back up later, but I'm gonna go on down there.
Okay, beloved. Respect. Everybody, give it up for Mama. All right now. But real talk though, OG, it's like, I'm listening to this, man, and I'm listening to everything that, she been doing and trying to fix. And for us to continuously have, there we go. I got you, Mama. I got you, because I know you don't know how to do it. I got you. I've been trying to figure out, bruh, with these new laws put in place nowadays, right? Let me go ahead, Cam up. We got a lot of new laws put in place, bro. I never forget the day I went to my daughter's school and I didn't realize that they have all kind of parameters as if, if you can go to the classroom and everything else. I didn't realize how many laws were put into place when it comes to the separation of child and parent. OG, right now we still have laws that are put into place that say church and state can't be combined, right? For example, just an example, no matter how you look at it. The point in which I'm saying that is, now I'm looking at a whole new law, parent and child. Now, we went through the demographic of how many states your child can be emancipated from you. Okay. 16 years old. So there are 33 states that say at the age of 15, the age of consent is a go. All right. So let's just say they are in one of those states where possibly that law is implicated. Right? OG, how exactly do us as parents combat us protecting our children when a law in certain states say our child can do what they want by the age of 15 and up? How do we then like how possibly do we keep things in check from that point on? I digress. My mic is muted.
By staying consistent from when they was born, just like Mama said. You got to stay consistent, bro. It ain't no dropping out of raising a kid. You can't forget to raise a kid. It's an obligation and something that you have to do. So if you're gonna have them, then know when you start having kids from the beginning, it's all gonna have to be training. See, I never look. Most of us ain't never called the police on our parents. Ain't calling no logs on my parents. I'm scared to touch the phone them most of the time.
Let alone if we can get access to it because we know who house we in.
I had to be consistent on taking that trash out and cutting that grass to use that phone as a privilege.
What? And that was to call your friends so you can get your allowance money and get on that bus and go to the mall and take your girlfriend out or go get some Cinnabons and some chicken nuggets. God damn it, whatever you doing.
You think that wasn't a privilege in my household? You crazy? If I wanted to be up all late night on the phone, you know what I'm saying, Kool-Aid and with a little frog, I had to make sure the dishes was done. I had to, and then my mama come there and rip the whole phone thing out. She'd go buy another cord.
Big facts.
Go to Radio Shack. They had them for $7. She go buy a new cord. The cord, I'm not talking about the long cord, the 200, 300 foot cord that she used to walk around the house with before we got the, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. She'll snatch that thing right up out the wall and go buy a new one tomorrow. She don't care, but it's her phone. It's her house. So she told me to do something. If that living room wasn't cleaned up, that bedroom wasn't cleaned up, them dogs wasn't fed, that trash wasn't out, that grass wasn't cut. You think she was gonna think I was allowed to be on that phone? This is what I'm saying, bro. Like I say, mama broke it all the way down. You know what I'm saying? The medicines from everything that they give them, bro. Again, most of us grew up with ADHD. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Most of us grew up with this hypertension. This we can't sit still. They had a the parents had the smartest drug ever. It was called outside. If you had ADHD and you couldn't go in that backyard or go to the park, don't come back.
Yeah, but see, OG, I got my issues now that I'm older and I recognize and I look at things, right? Like I be really like thinking about that, like what really was truly ADHD. They really call ADHD because what? You're hyper.
Yeah,
bruh,
but you got to burn off energy, bro. That's what the body.
Watch. Yeah, even down to like if anybody has a cat or a dog, it's something called zoomies. Is that ADHD because for some reason they just decided they want to dart around the house real quick? My point is that we need to think about all of these symptoms that we have given to our children. Well, no. The system is given to our children that we have unfortunately adopted because we're either trying to be in compliance and or we're somehow or another trying to make sure that our child has the best possible outcome, right? So it's like, nah, like, shoot, you're telling me that my child needs this for them to be better, then I'm going to go ahead and do that, right?
Yeah, but they don't look at that as being better. What they believe it, like Mama was saying, and like you were saying earlier, right? Both of y'all was on the same page when you brought it up, and then you know what I'm saying, she expounded on it, right?
Right.
Let's just say that let's just say nowadays they see you zooming across the floor, zoom, right? They put you on the ADHD, right? They put you on the medicine, right? Slow you down, right? You get you walking around here, brain not working because you're using it because you're walking around like a zombie. Let's go back to us. We zooming across the floor. Zoom, zoom. We in the backyard. We running. Zoom from one fence to one fence to one fence to one fence. Guess what your mind ended up doing? Clearing out. Because you didn't fulfill what your mind didn't had you try to do. You were so stuck on zooming. When you went outside and you got the zooming, you got tired, and now your brain working right again.
Oh, gee. The number one thing that I'm focused on right now is how she's done everything she can to make sure that however he learns, because I don't agree with that. I'm telling you, I honestly believe that possibly, I'm going to say over 50%, or well over 50% of most of us grown up now, us millennials, right? You know what I'm saying? 80s babies and up. I'm a early 80s baby, okay? Most of us really didn't have what they told us we had. They just convinced us we had it. I shit you not. It was all about the design. That's why, because if you think about it, like, for example, the classes that I actually excelled in the most, if you think about it, were the classes that didn't acquire me to just sit down for like an hour and a half at a time and just like read from a book. Although, yes, I can read great and everything else, like I can comprehend. I have, handwriting, neat, everything else. I have all of that. But the learning, like the retaining of the information, everything of information that I retain is because I actually put my hands on it. I actually did it. And so the classes that I succeeded the most in was like, for example, home ec, music. I learned how notes work because I actually played them on a xylophone. I don't know if anybody else did that in elementary. I used to love that, playing that xylophone in elementary. Oh, yeah. And I learned keys. I learned different tones and sounds and vibrations. It was everything down to the science of it that I learned just from playing it. And I was having fun doing it. But I actually learned so much from doing it. Tech ed, art. I learned about having a steady hand. I learned about dimensions and math and everything else. Calculations of the trajectory of something, propulsion, everything. I'm learning these things because I'm actually building something. In tech ed, y'all call it shop, maybe where y'all at. I don't know. We call it tech ed. I'm from the days where we built the little wood shop cars and we raced them, and you had to put an engine in the back of it. I actually learned a little bit about electronics and wiring. Now, if you would have sat me down and just put up a screen and just showed me a bunch of numbers and calculations and decimals and stuff, I wouldn't have got it. But the very day that you allowed me to put my hands on it and actually build it, now I'm working this thing like I already been done doing it. That's my point. You see?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Like so it's like that's my whole thing. So to land it and let you get in there, LG. The ADHD thing, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think just a lot
Well,
of
you
us
had it.
learn different.
That's the whole point. You had it, right? Most of us had it, right? But
Go
again,
ahead.
keeping your activities to being hands-on helps you out on your ADHD, bro. It keep your mind focused on what you're doing. You wasn't focusing on reading, sir. It's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with trying to comprehend something when you're not physically doing it. So I get out. Like I said, we went through the same thing, bro. I'm just like you, bro. I'm very hands-on. I like to do certain stuff, bro. If I do a lot of experiments, because again, I want to see, you know what I'm saying, the outcomes of things. It moves my brain to see stuff like that, right? To see three different outcomes from three different experiments. That helps me out. So I understand what you're saying. Well, I'm just agreeing with you and Mama when y'all say that they put this medication in their body, bro, and they make them rely on it, sir. Now when they get up off of it and now they older in life and you say they don't need this medicine. Now you got a chemically unbalanced person that you didn't produce and you didn't put out into the world where they can flip either way it go. And it only take a scheduled drug. Nigga might drink a little bit of beer and flip out. Nigga might smoke a little weed, trip out, or they might just be on something hard and go through life hard. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, I can agree with you on that. I just believe, bro, when it comes to this woman and her kid, it's society pushing all these factors upon this woman, right? I could tell that she already went through shit with this nigga in school. I can tell, bro, that the way that she got him on this medication, you know what I'm saying? It was that they was already telling her that something was wrong with her baby. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand all this information. And she seemed like she did everything she was supposed to do, went through all the programs and everything. Now, once you do that and you don't go through your own conventional way, you gotta be accepted to those society norms. So when they tell you, you know what, this is vehicular manslaughter because your son was on your car, guess what you got to do? Take it, because in their eyes, they see him as somebody who's special, right? And you, as the parent, supposed to, you know what I'm saying? If I say it, bro, it don't make, if I told you earlier, bro, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, great show, Pimpin'. You know, I told you I was going to be here for a little bit. I got a dip.
Let me say this before you go. I'm getting ready because I'm getting ready ending this. I'm going to say this while you're here. You know what hopping off the porch for me was, OG? Hopping off the porch wasn't the day that I learned about the streets. Hopping off the porch was the day that I decided to go against my family's teachings, and I was shunned, and I had to learn what it was like to be out there on your own. I went against the grain. I went against what I was brought on. My parents did nothing wrong. I chose to go against what it was that they had set up. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. Why, you know what I'm saying? But rock
Well, I'm
out.
gonna tell you something. You need
go
to
ahead. Go ahead.
That's a before I get ready to go and for Chop get ready to say something.
That's why I wanted you to hear that.
That's a good comment. Look, so I'm gonna say it like this. I will ask you if you can think about it and see if it makes sense to you. That's a good panel discussion.
Yeah.
Off the porch, fam. It's a good panel because you get to let people go into details on what they feel. You know how I am. I'm opinionated, bro. So I love to hear other people's opinions. It's nobody.
OG, I'm going to DM you. I'm going to DM
all right,
you.
just let me know something, bro. But hey, man, salute to you.
Yeah.
Salute to you and Chop. You know what I'm saying? Keep on doing this great work, brother. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Smitty. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button. If you want to, please share it out. Hey, man, put it on your post. If you got a community post, man, let people know, man. Hey, go over there and check out Smitty. He ain't got to be alive. Just tell him to go check out the video so that way he can get his views up. He can get his numbers up. He can keep on growing. And also, you know what I'm saying? Always support the man. He ain't doing it. Hey, this stuff ain't easy to do, man. Everything we do costs money, man. So make sure you support the stream, support the show. You know what I'm saying? And support him. That's all I'm saying. Hey, bro, peace out, brother. You already know what it is.
Thank you very much, man. Shout out to OG in the building. Shout out to OG. What you got, Chop? What you got?
Yeah, salute to OG. Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know, I see where OG's going at with it, you know, with you know, the mama try to help him as best as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I agree with that. You know, at least she tried, because there's a lot of mothers who just wash their hands with their kids and stuff like that. But I'm a big person who don't like the medication, because I feel like you know the medication is what you know, they try stuff on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I watch. And Mama Francis, that's not Mama Francis, that's somebody else. But Mama said something valuable in when she was talking. Mama said it's a difference between medicating the white kids versus medicating the black kids. It's a big difference. And I'm not trying to like draw a race into it, but a lot of when I look at because my child been in therapy, and my child had to go talk to a therapist and stuff like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when it came down to it, I seen a lot of more white kids than I seen color kids. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? I seen any
Okay.
black kids in there. I've seen
Okay.
it's a big difference. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? And even with them talking to me like, yeah, you know, she pays attention, but at times she drifts off and stuff like that. If I was to show you my daughter when she was 4, 5, 6 versus
Yeah.
my daughter now 12, 13, 14, it's a
Mm-hmm.
completely different person. We never had to put her on medicine. Yeah, then we had to go upside her head a couple times when she got out of line just to bring her back in line. Yeah, you know, but it was never something that we had to do. Like a lot of times when she started getting out of line, yeah, I talk to her just like I talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you cutting up. You cutting up, bro. It's you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have to say this to you if it wasn't you. I can't tell nobody, like I said, I can't tell nobody else's kids. I only can tell you. So you got to be responsible and hold yourself accountable for your actions. So just with me doing that and changing the way I was parenting from the beginning to how I parent now, I got a total different reaction
Right.
from my
Right.
child.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
do she, you know, sometimes have a little attitude and, you know, wanna suck her teeth and say little slick stuff. Yeah, I had that. All kids go through that. I did that to my parents. You know what I'm saying? I remember being in the mirror when my parent was talking, mocking my
But
mother
let
and
me
all that
ask you
stuff.
this. But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this briefly. During that time, because you know what I've been battling with. When I go back to my days between the ages of like I would say like 14 and 17, was I really being defiant, or was I just simply searching for me? And me searching for me at times can come in the form of appearance to be defiance to my parents. Because let's be for real, like we said, you know, most of us we ain't do none of that. Ain't no like, bruh, we ain't even, bruh. I couldn't even think to mug on my mom. Like, look her up and down real quick and walk off like dead. No, no. So that's what I wonder. Like, have we conflated that teenager searching for themselves as, because you know what? I can be honest with you. I remember many times where I was told I'm being disrespectful simply because I was letting my parents know that I thought different on something. I didn't agree with this or that. Like I've gone through that. If we're gonna have a conversation, we gotta have it all the way and be genuinely serious about it. I know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? So I also think about that part of it, like how much of it was really disrespectful, because I've been called being disrespectful simply because I wanted to try something that my parents told me not to do. Do you see what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
you know, it's I don't know. So it's like, you know, I'm just, you know, I don't know. That was a question to you.
No, no, that's that. You right. I think because now where we have this like we have this situation now where you know the kid can't be talked to by the parent, and that you know you can file papers to get off your parents guidance, and you have a system that you can call because your parents may be too uh rough with you at times and stuff like that, like so I think now because parents understand that there's a system in play, that they fell back. Because I remember in my time, whatever I thought yeah, if it ain't aligned with what they had going on or what they was thinking, then you better just shut up and roll with whatever was going on. You know what I'm saying? There's no, hey, I think I should do this because I feel like this. I don't care how you feel. I told you to go do what I need you to do, so you need to go do that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a difference. It was a difference. And I think a lot of parents are scared to implement those things because of the fact that they have that stuff in play for the kids. You know, I know one thing. My kids know. My kids know. You can call them. Go ahead. Just know when they get here, they're gonna have a reason why they here.
Oh, you talking about the law? I got you. Okay, I was
Yeah,
wondering.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. You go ahead. You got a cell phone. Go ahead, call them. Just know. Yeah, I know because if I get locked up, I'm getting locked up for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get locked up because of how you felt today. You ain't agree with what I told you. Just know, well, yeah, it's gonna be a problem when they get here. Just know that. So like, but my kids are respectful. You know, they're respectful. Yeah, they like I said, they have they times.
I don't know. I
You
don't
know,
AC, I don't know because son was looking real disrespectful to the ops on that lacrosse field.
yeah, hey.
He was looking real disrespectful to the ops on that lacrosse field, AC. I don't know. He was hammering folks. But anyway, go ahead though. I got you.
Nah, you
I
know,
know what
look,
you're saying, brother.
we gotta what we gotta teach. We gotta like OG said. We just gotta stay consistent. You know, the problem is, you know, you want to implement something sometimes, but then other times you don't want to implement it. You know, it's like, nah, continue to do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Continue to be, and that's why I got my kids in so many different things, is because that takes away that what you like to say zoomies. It takes away from a lot of things that to get into.
You went out, AC. Okay, till you get back in. I know exactly what you're talking about because my father, I remember when we were out. All right, so I was playing football. I was playing basketball. This is actually my story of how I got into lacrosse and baseball. It was out of basketball and football season. So my father, he said, "Nah, you ain't about to be around this house doing nothing." So he went on ahead and I didn't want to play, and I never realized how fun it was. Like, bro, I actually remember those days being out on the Beltsville field, and because we had one field in our community, it was at the Beltsville Rec, and that one field, we had one side that was for the football field slash everything else except baseball. Then we had a baseball field right next to it, so it was straight. And I never forget, man, going up like and playing lacrosse, and that's like I learned a whole nother animal in myself. Then Pops went on ahead, he put me into baseball. Why? Because lacrosse ended early, because it was a little league. It ended early. Put me into baseball. Right after that, the next year, I went on ahead, did baseball. So I never had no time to really like sit around and get into a lot of trouble. So where they maybe weren't able to talk to me about this, talk to me about that, my point is, in a nutshell, to land at people is they went on ahead and they placed me in positions where I will be in healthy positions. I was socializing with other healthy kids, is, you know, for the most part, right? You always had your offsets on everything, but healthy parents and everything else. And we actually clicked, we got along. and it really helped me grow in a very multi-diverse, as well as leadership role, playing your position role. So it wasn't just in the house. My father put me into sports, and that actually helped me learn hierarchy. And I never forget that. And that's what I love the most. But I digress. My mic is muted. What do you got before we land it out? What's your final words on this one right here, AC?
Yeah, that's facts. You know, at the end of the day, you know where I stand at with the medication of the kids. You know, just be if your child needs it, have the discernment to know what to put them on, and you know how much is going to help them, if it's going to help them or not. If not, you know, if you just doing it because your child is what they say, you know, real active, and you can't control them. Don't mess that child's life up, and keep your kids as something. Keep your kids as something. You know, rather it's some playing sports or music or something like that. Just find something for them to do to buy their time through different things. You know, through especially coming up on summer vacation and stuff like that. You know, like keep them active on something. Take them to church.
My daughter is already signed up for soccer camp. She got 5 days left in school.
Yep.
She likes soccer. Go on and play with the kids who like soccer.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Stay clicked up with those who are like-minded and likewise like you. But I appreciate you coming up, AC. Thank you very much, my G. Much respect.
Much respect, bro.
Much respect. Much respect. All right, now. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Much respect to the family. Let's go ahead and rock out on some tunes, man. Shout out to y'all.
Okay.
Welcome to the lighthouse. Storm all around. I'm standing right now, sent from the cloud. They talking mine now, but I'm just fighting for my blood and my life. Yeah. Sent from the heaven, king on 7, trials on trials, still count blessings. Wait on the revelating, heart in heaven. I stay patient, I'm beyond the angels. I am mad, I bleed, I'm tangled. Sword on my back, axe on the strap. Go with the weight of the word in my lap. Touching my king, we doubling back. Pray with my palm, but I'm ready for that. Long Star Coney King in that greatness. Stand tall, whole county on the wait list. I just want my acre, you can keep your grand. Build this from the gravel for my whole family. PG is great and the DMV ain't faking. If I said I'm the one, no, I wasn't mistaken. Long Star Coney King, yeah, we blazing. Welcome to the Lighthouse Foundation. Still waiting on revelation. Till then I'm in rotation. Hurting my chases, but I'm chasing. Turn my scars into statements. I don't need to stage a camera. I need these papers, hand and hammer. Still in my spine, still in my hands. Guarding my bloodline, holding this land. They can test, they can try, they can hate me. I've been forging a fire that will make me PG Ray. Lone Star in my vein. DMV on the map, say the name. Lone Star Cooney Kings, that's greatness. Stand tall, whole county on the wait list. I just want my acres, you can keep your brand.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking fucking news.
I digress. My mic is muted.